Hello? Hello? Who is this? It's not funny. Why are you doing this? Look, I don't know who this is, but stop it, okay? Just leave me alone.
Hey there.
Oh, yeah, like you're so keen to start fighting infectious diseases.
Yeah, I've got half a day of fighting those infectious diseases. The rest of it is germ-free, just me and paperwork.
Lucky you.
You know, Jimmy, there's nothing quite as infectious as a huge smile.
You grin it.
That makes me smile.
Jimmy, any more news on the man that held Mr. Horton hostage? What they're saying down the station?
I can't say.
Well, if the papers are to be believed, he's still on the run.
What Emma said.
Well, it's Mr. Horton that I feel sorry for. I mean, being held in your own home at his age must be very stressful.
You look like John Wayne.
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Temple.
Babe, have you got a moment?
Well, to be perfectly honest,
Busy?
the agency has just rang.
The young lady who's supposed to be covering my absence
This afternoon is no longer available. Nor, it seems, is anyone else.
Well, I'm sure you found somebody. Try another agency.
Listen, I was just wondering if you could tell me what time Mr. Horton was due in for his checkup.
We'll take a moment. I think you should get some special treatment when he gets here.
I think he deserves it.
1:10.
Let me know when he arrives, will you? Thank you.
I will not be here at 1 o'clock. Mr. Yes.
I need to see a doctor.
Well, do you have an appointment?
No.
Are you registered with us?
Yes, I'm with Dr. Carter, but...
Dr. Carter is not available this morning. You will have to take potluck with the drop-in clinic. Dr. Heskey. Name?
Thomas Marsh.
Well, Mr. Marsh. Well, take a seat. Yes, can I help you? Right.
Thomas Marsh, isn't it?
That's right.
Okay, just gonna get your records up on my screen.
Actually, it's not for me. I'm not the one who's ill. It's a friend.
Okay. What's wrong with your friend?
I think they're seriously ill.
Well, if that's the case, then your friend should really go and see their own GP.
They don't know that they're ill.
What makes you think that?
I've been watching them. They get palpitations when they're stressed.
Chest pains? We should have a listen, eh?
It's not me, I told you.
OK, if your friend is suffering from chest pains, then they really should get it seen to.
Well, don't you think I know that? Why else do you think I'm here?
I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know. Come with me.
I'm not going to do that.
She could die.
Well, talk to her.
You don't understand, I can't.
Look, get her to go to her own GP. In fact, strike that. If she is suffering from chest palpitations, then she should really go to A&E. Yes, Mr. Marsh?
Yeah, whatever. Should have waited for Dr. Carter.
Well, Dr. Carter would have said exactly what I just said. Look, talk to your friend, see if you can get her to come in and see me.
Like it's that easy.
For the invalid, I thought you wouldn't manage to get there and back on your own.
Can manage, thank you very much.
I wish you'd let me come round at the weekend. I could have helped.
I don't need any help.
Oh, right, OK, so you don't want the coffee, then? One day, when we're an old, wizened couple, we'll look back fondly on the days when at least one of us could get around.
Old wizened couple.
Yeah, you know, like a couple of prunes sitting in front of the fire, getting more and more wrinkly together.
You really think, you and me?
Why not?
Well, things never seem to work out for us, do they?
Howard, it's groin strain.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, so many missed opportunities, Emma, and we've had so many chances and...
What's brought all this on?
Nothing.
Howard.
Doesn't matter. Thank you for the coffee. You must have patients to see. Other patients. Real patients.
What? It's you, isn't it? What do you think you're doing? Do you think this is clever?
Please, stay calm. You're ill. You're sick.
Me? You're the one who's sick. There. I've got you now, all right? So if you come near me or if you call me again, then this goes straight to the police.
I'm not... Please, just stay calm.
Don't you dare tell me what to do. I don't want to be calm. I want you to leave me alone. I'll just go away, okay?
Something I have to tell you, okay? It is really important.
I have got you, okay? So don't you dare.
Mr. Horton. Just like to say how delighted we all are to see you with us here today, especially after your ordeal. I was just wondering if you'd like to come through to the staff room, have a cup of tea while you wait.
Mr. Houghton, sorry to keep you. If you'd like to come on through.
Tough old bird, that one. He's bearing up well. Sometimes with stress like that, I've seen it before. They hold it all in. Not as tough as they look on the outside.
He's in good hands with Heston.
Yeah, but with all due respect, he hasn't got the military experience I have. Just saying.
Sorry. Traffic was dreadful. Got caught in the bypass. Got her as fast as I can. Where is she?
She's in there.
This one, yeah?
No, wait.
Where's the ambulance? You have called a paramedic, right?
Well, I need you to see.
What?
You have to talk to her.
You told me it was an emergency.
It will be.
I have given up my lunch break, driven halfway across town because you told me that your friend was having a heart attack.
Just...
You're stalking her.
It's not stalking.
Oh, no, it never is. Not to the one who's doing the stalking.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm sorry I missed the appointment last week.
Well, you've had a lot on your plate recently, so I think we can forgive you that.
Absolutely. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself earlier. I'm Howard Bellamy, practice manager, ex-military, Aston Regiment. So I know what it's like to be under fire, so to speak.
Yeah, Mr. Houghton's been through quite a lot recently.
Indeed. Which is why you need to know that we're always here for you. Anytime. I think it's disgusting what happened to you last week, and we're here to do our bit to put it right.
No, I'm fine.
Well, you need to look out for certain symptoms like flashbacks, nightmares, cold sweats.
Yeah, Mr. Houghton, I think maybe we need to have a further chat. If you'd like to just go back in, and you will not be here when he comes out, okay?
What am I doing?
You have to speak to her. You're a doctor.
This is stalking. I am stalking her. You brought me here under false pretenses, and now I am stalking her. I can't believe this.
Just knock on her door.
And say what? Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm your stalker's GP. He thinks that you might be ill. Would it be all right if we both come in and examine you?
Well, we can't just walk on by on the other side of the road.
Thomas, this is not some good Samaritan situation, okay? Firstly, she seems fine. It's not like she's collapsed in the street in desperate need of help. And secondly, you are not a passing Samaritan who happens to be in the neighbourhood. You are a passing pervert who happens to be staking out her house.
And the kids next door were pestering me all day yesterday. They asked me what he was like, and did he have a gun, and did he torture you?
Kids.
And their mum told them not to be so rude, but she was just as bad. I mean, she meant to be nice, like your man out there. She asked me if I'd been scared, and I said I wasn't. Well, I didn't think I was.
Sorry, I should have given you more time before. What my colleague said about people's feelings, that's quite normal.
He's still here, in my head.
I think you're suffering from stress. You know about the reactions people have to violent or upsetting situations. It can happen with accidents too. People cope fine at the time, but the feelings keep coming back.
He's out there.
Yes, but he's not coming back. You were very unlucky. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It was in my home.
Have the police followed up with victim support?
What do you mean?
Right, that's something I can do. Speed things along. Make sure you feel safer. You shouldn't have to deal with this on your own.
It's long QT syndrome.
What?
It's what she's got.
Long QT syndrome. Did you find that on the internet?
It's real.
Yeah, I know it's real. It's also incredibly rare. Look, Thomas, man, you need to take a step back and have a think about what you are doing.
I'm calling the police, okay?
Ooh.
There. I've got pictures of both of you now, okay?
See what you've done.
Do you ever faint for no reason? Or when you get a shock? Or a loud noise or a surprise? And palpitations in your chest when you're stressed? Here.
Go away. Please, just go away. You too.
I'm going. Look, I am actually a doctor. I'm his GP. And if you do have the symptoms that he's described, then...
I don't.
Okay, well, you know, palpitations, for example, you really should get them sorted.
Look, I have your picture, okay, and I will call the police.
And I'm going. But just, you know, I don't know exactly what's going on between you two, but if you do have the symptoms that he described, you really should get them sorted. Okay, and now I'm going.
Excuse me, yeah, can you spare a few quid?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's for bus fare, I promise you. It's...
No, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Carter, sorry, do you have a sec?
Always.
Okay, patient of yours, Thomas Marsh.
Ah, yes, remarkable young man.
Really? Well, I saw him this morning when you were out and... Mental health issues, right?
I don't think so.
He kept going on about this friend of his.
Well, he may be suffering from stress, but under the circumstances, I think he's coping rather well.
What circumstances?
Can you spare a few quid? I would say a couple, but honestly, it's not enough.
I will not give you money.
Thought not.
But I can offer you a place to stay, a shelter. Oh, you are bleeding.
Oh, no. Oh.
Hello. Thomas. Thank you. Thank you for coming in.
What do you want?
I want to apologise to you. I was short with you earlier. I've spoken to Dr. Carter, and I've seen your medical notes. That young lady, she doesn't have long QT syndrome. You do.
It's under control. Beta blockers. The specialist says I probably won't even need a pacemaker.
So come on in. Sit down. When did you find out?
After Dad died. He had a heart attack out of the blue. They tested me and gave me an ECG.
And there was long QT.
It's just a line on a graph. They reckon it makes you more vulnerable.
Yeah, I suppose so. To be honest, I know very little about him. You're actually my first. But like I said, it's incredibly rare.
About 1 in 2,000.
Must be really stressful, especially when stress can make it worse. And what with losing your father, I can understand how you might begin to obsess.
No.
No, hear me out. You begin to see the symptoms in lots of other people, especially those that you have feelings for.
No, that is not what this is.
I don't know much about long QT, but I do know something about obsession. And it is not healthy, Thomas.
I work at a health center. Let us get you checked over by one of the doctors, and then you can go to the shelter.
Don't need any of that.
I will not hear any of this nonsense.
No doctors. Look, forget about the doctor. Forget about the shelter. Just give me the money.
I told you I will not give you any money.
I'm not asking.
Oh, my God, forgive you.
Thomas, do you not think that you need to try and calm down?
I can manage my own condition, actually.
Fair point. Like I say, you're the expert.
Right. So when I tell you that Lara has long QT...
Right, Lara, that's the name of this girl that you're spying on.
It's not spying. I'm trying to find a way to tell her.
And if she does have it, you think that following her around, that's not going to make it worse for her? No, you could literally scare her to death.
What am I supposed to do? How do I tell her she's got this thing, but I can't stress her out?
She doesn't have long QT. That you told me the odds of one person getting it are 1 in 2,000. So the chance of two random strangers both having it are... What? Off the top of my head, it's 1 in 4 million.
Didn't you do genetics at your medical school?
Of course.
The chances of 2 strangers both having it, yes, are about 1 in 4 million. The chance of a brother and sister both inheriting the gene are about 1 in 4.
Ah.
I was just looking out for him.
Don't mind me.
You are not clinical staff, and you have no place getting involved in patient care.
Then what is my place?
Boys.
Who's the partner here, you or me?
You're a non-clinical partner.
Thank you. You just put me in my place.
I have known Len Houghton for years.
Yes, well, I've been in combat situations and I know about post-traumatic stress.
You're not trained to diagnose or treat it. He's not some hero, he's a victim. Don't give medical advice.
Biscuit?
She really doesn't know.
Nobody does. My dad told me in the hospital. It was one of the last things he said. He had an affair a long time ago. And there was a baby. A daughter. My mum never knew, and the woman never told her husband.
And he thought...
When he realised it was genetic, he told me I had to find her. I had to tell her.
So she doesn't know that she might have long QT. She doesn't know that her dad's not her real dad. And she doesn't know that you're her half-brother. Mate, I think you have to tell her.
It's not that simple, is it? She could drop down dead.
Not if you're careful.
You do it. You be careful.
No, I can't. She has to come forward herself. But the initial approach, that will be better coming from you.
Fine.
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
No, not like this. Oh, Mr. Temple, you didn't see a young chap going that way, did you?
Mr. Marsh?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, well, you rushed past me at a surprising speed. Yeah, thank you so much for coming at such short notice.
I thought you were all up for the afternoon.
Oh, no. Just for a short while.
Good deeds all done for the day?
I hope not. But sometimes, Dr. Clem, it is so hard.
What's happened?
There was a man in the street begging. He was hurt. I offered him some food and accommodation. Then he tried to steal from me.
You okay?
No, I was not hurt.
Some people are just beyond help.
No, I do not think so. No, I think he needs more help than he realizes.
Lara, please, I just need to speak to you for 5 minutes.
Get out! Yes, please. I need the police. There's a man trying to get into my house.
Stop it!
2 of them.
Now! What did I say? You okay? Deep breaths. Ambulance.
Ambulance? No, we don't need the police, we need an ambulance. 16 Abbey Street.
Dr. Clay, I'm sorry, look. This is the man that tried to rob me this afternoon.
You sure? Yeah, fine, of course you are. Right, where was he?
Marlborough Road. There is a building site next to the newsagent, on the corner of Warren Street.
Hi, DCI driver, please. No, right now.
She fainted. That's all.
It wasn't a heart.
No, I don't think so. The ECG results are back.
And?
And they'll only tell the next of kin.
I am next of kin.
Yeah, well, let's save that revelation till later.
That's her mum and dad. I nearly killed her.
Maybe. Or maybe you saved her.
Here you go.
Idiots. Lights and sirens. We've lost him.
Start with Mum. You start with her, and then you can work out the rest together. Look, I can put a good word in for you if you need me to. Oh, come on, man, it's not that bad. She has got a brother that she didn't ever know existed, and one that cares an awful lot about her. There is no time like the present.
And Thomas.
come on. One wrong call. Nobody died.
There's something wrong with me. Just don't get people. Human interactions. I get it wrong all the time.
You get me.
Isn't that what life's supposed to be about, though? Interacting with people, and if you can't do that...
This doesn't sound like you.
Well, it is me. I've been laid up for a long time. I've had a lot of time to think.
Time to wallow.
No, this is not me feeling sorry for myself. I've thought about who I really am. I don't really like it.
Then this is exactly what we should be talking about together at counselling. Look, we've got a session next week. Let's sit down with Kate and talk it through. It'll help.
I can't. Can't talk about it. I'm frightened, Em.
They can't have gone far.
Really? Wouldn't surprise me if one of your hobby bobbies hadn't given her a lift out of town.
I gave him the best sex he ever had.
I'm not suggesting you do anything dodgy, Doc. So you need to keep an eye on.
You certainly don't need it. Good-looking man like you. Are you married?
Well, with a family in bits, Jane pushes forward.